Hello and welcome to the Friday night stream. Sorry I've been a bit absent for the last couple of streams, but a few things going on in my personal life. I'm not doing World of Warcraft tonight, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail or the title, mainly because I've decided to do things slightly differently. So now Friday nights is going to be my Star Wars Galaxies night. Saturday night will be my World of Warcraft night. And Sunday night will be the Lego Gaming stream. Apart from that, I thought we'd... well, I've got the character now to a point where we can enjoy some other content. Now I didn't decide this till the very last minute, I will admit. But I'm standing outside the Rebel theme park. We need to do a few quests to get our to get my Rebel faction up to the required amount. Once that's done, we'll be allowed in to start a talk to C3PO. So I think we should just get started. So there you go, here I am in the Rebel theme park, bringing my cursor in. Everything is right. Let's bring the user interface back. So, one thing I need to do is get some brandy out. Didn't realise I'd used the last of it. Go, drag that up there because I'm going to be using it. I'll be using that a fair bit. Right. Oh, yeah, of course we need to set this. So, where are wrong. I think up to the north is probably the best idea. So let's go up to the north. Well, let's not get too hasty. Let's go for we've got two 5k ones there. There do. At the end of the day, it's just all about getting the faction up. I thought I'd already actually done this bit, but it turns out I hadn't. Of course, 15 seconds, because we're not in a city. Everything takes longer when you're outside of the city. Okay, but as you can see, brawlers there, marksman's there, scouts there, commando is now there. I don't need to master, I just need the grenades, and TKM is there, so we are at the right point to get started. Let's go and do these quests quickly. I didn't check what distance they were apart from each other, but hey ho. 500 meters apart. Cool, that's a steep incline. Imagine if my engine's crapped out then. Crikey. So I hope you've all had a good week and you're looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. Alright, nearly there to the first one anyway. Due to these being actual people that shoot weapons, it might be an idea to do away with said bike in a minute. Get a bit closer first. Right, what are they? Red, so get rid of the black first. I'll pick this guy up. There it is. Okay. Oh well, he lasted long, didn't he? That's all of them dead. Of course, I don't get any of the rebel faction from that. It's just from completing the mission. However, once I get up to becoming a rebel, every kill will give me rebel faction. And there we go. 22 extra points. Wait for my bike to spawn. We'll just give it a quick check. So at 36 we need to be at 200. But it's pretty much a case of rinse and repeat. But from what I'm hearing, as soon as I do get that 200 to become a rebel, I can go straight into the theme park. So it's not going to take long. As you can see, it's probably going to take longer going between the missions than it is to actually complete them. Right, so those who have been on these streams before, especially the Sunday night streams, I tend to give a little bit of news that I've acquired over the past week. So this week I'm gonna a casting announcement, well, a casting rumour has been announced, or has come about, which is that Sam Witwer, who is famously the voice of Maul in the Clone Wars, has been cast in Ahsoka Season 2 to play the Son. Now, I don't know how many of you know about the Son, but he is part of the Trinity, the Father, the Son and the Daughter. And Sam Witwer, who played, obviously, Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, but he also played was it Star Killer in the Force Unleashed games? So he's been around Star Wars for many years, since before Disney took over, in fact. Of course, next weekend is Star Wars Celebration. And it's could be interesting. I'm hearing rumours about a new animated show that I dare say Sam Witwer was going to be involved in as well, to be fair, because it's going to be from the looking at the life of Maul. I don't know what part, whether it's going to be from before, from when he was taken from Dathomir as a baby to become Palpatine's Apprentice, or whether it's going to, yeah, what it's going to include. But that's what I'm hearing, which is absolutely fantastic, to be honest. Anybody that knows, yeah, that's watched some of Star Wars animation is some of the best animations, the stories that have ever been told. Obviously, non-movie. I'm trying to think what other news I've had. I normally write it down, but I forgot to today. Ah yes, the Fantastic Four teaser trailer dropped a few days ago. And we don't know whether it was the same one that was shown at CinemaCon, because there was one shown there private to the people that were there. But one of it, we got one today, which was actually pretty good. Well, not today, a few days ago, which was pretty good. It's basically looking at the Fantastic Four before they get their powers, how they were a family and a unit, a foursome, before they ever got their powers, and suiting up in the Apollo era kind of spacesuits, ready to go on their mission, which we know where they're going to get radiation poisoning, and it's going to give them their powers. But that's certainly a movie I'm looking forward to this year. The Thunderbolts looks very, it looks like it could be very interesting. I'm hearing, I don't know how true this is yet, but I'm hearing it's going to be, actually, here we go, something different, not what we're used to. Right, of course, the higher the pay mission, the more faction we should get, logically. Of course, we haven't got much time left between now and when Avengers Doomsday comes out. So no matter what, they're going to have to set up for that. And so the chances of Doctor Doom being in Fantastic Four end credit trailer is very, very high. But what I'm also hearing is Chris Evans is going to be in that end credit scene, so we could be seeing, it could be Johnny Storm from the Fox Universe's Fantastic Four, because obviously he played Fantastic Four back in the early noughties. It might have been in the late 90s, but anyway, he played Johnny Storm many years ago, and of course he reprised his role in the recent Deadpool vs Wolverine. Crikey, there's a lot of red here. This is going to be fun. Right, you'll come here. Don't run away. Yeah. Alright, you're gone. Next. Stop that lightning. I don't like it. You came close. That was a fatal mistake. Come on. Dish. You. You know, if it were me, I'd stand back. Oh, crackers are all on me. I need to take some more. Man. Still too full to take any. Crikey. They're kicking my mind something chronic. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna have to try and hold it out. Oh, I can afford another one now. Can I take another? Nope. How close are we? Is it not far? I think he's the last one. He was. Fantastic. Yeah, that's why they got me with a bleed dot. That's what you get for not concentrating on what you're doing and concentrating on what you're trying to talk about, I suppose. Anyway, but there are rumours going about that Chris Evans is going to be actually reprising his Captain America role, but as a dark Captain America, which, you know, is pretty interesting thought, really. Well, I think so anyway. Okay, let's wait for this to go down. I'm not going to spam it with attacks because obviously the more attacks I use, it's going to suck my. I've still got that bleed dot on me, so I'm going to have to get rid of that first. Before, there we go. Yeah, I thought that was going to be done before we. No, there we go. Let's get rid of that bleed dot first. Your bleeding has stopped. Fill up those quick points. Yeah, obviously it's the thought of it's going to be Doctor Doom that is going to be bringing over his own team of, well, his own Avengers, I suppose, over to the MCU. We don't know quite how that's going to work. I could now pop another one, but no, I don't need it, do I? I'm close enough already. Oh well, make it a bit quicker. But it's said that Chris Evans' Captain America could be a part of that team that comes over from the different universe, because obviously they're not on the same universe as. Oh, this is just alright. I've got the mine now, so I'll just take you all down a little close. There we go. Oh, they're all dead. Well, all was a try. We're close anyway. Of course, they're running away. The Fantastic Four running away from Galactus, which is no surprise. We've seen him in the trailer, and let's face it, when he comes, normally the planet goes. Obviously, we've seen Galactus previously. And normally the Fantastic Four make a deal, prove themselves to the Silver Surfer and to Galactus, so that he goes away for all time. But this time it's not gonna work like that. Because of this, it's because of this, they're gonna have to flee the universe. They're going to end up coming to the MCU, which is already undergoing a vergence, and two universes are colliding: the MCU and the Fox universe, I think it was. So that's where the X-Men, the old X-Men, are coming in, and which we found out in Chair Watch with Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and some of the other X-Men. And yes, the Chair Watch is, well, something's coming back. I don't know whether it's actually going to be the Chair Watch this time, but we're going to be getting another version of the Chair Watch where we're going to find out a load more actors' names that are going to be in 130, so we're getting there, that are going to be in the movie. When that will be, I don't know. I would say probably November time. I can't see it be before then. Then again, they might do it before D23, so they can have a full cast on stage at D23. I wouldn't want to be the stage. That is gonna be heaving. You know, 5.5 hours, I think it was. Every 13 minutes, a new actor's name would appear. So, yeah. I need to turn desktop audio down a wee bit. 1 second. Let's turn that down to there. There we go. But yeah, that's the pop culture news that I can think of. Oh, I may or may not be interested, but Doctor Who Season 2 starts tomorrow on BBC One in the UK, and I think Ireland. I'm not sure on that one. And for the rest of the world, it's going to be on Disney Plus. Seems a bit of a strange collection of, you know, BBC One and Disney Plus. But it seemed to work for season 1 of the Christmas special. They haven't allowed Disney Plus users that I know of. I can't say for sure because I'm in the UK. So I have to watch it on, well, I'd have to watch it on the BBC iPlayer, but in order to do that, I would need a television license. Would you believe it? In 2025 we still have a TV license here in the UK? It's just crazy. There goes one. Where are we at now? 130. So we only need about 2 more missions. 1.2. There you go. Oh, that'll do. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've got a while until we can take another potion. I would have got a mind buff before I started, but unfortunately when I got to the cantina that I was closest to, there wasn't a dancer there, and I didn't have time when passing Corellia to go to one there. I was rapidly running out of time before the live stream was meant to start. I was thinking of doing the world boss tonight, but due to it coming up like 20 minutes, 25 minutes before the live stream was meant to go live, I didn't think it would last very much longer, as was proven by the green text that came on the screen about 10 minutes ago. I didn't really think it would last very long, so I decided to stick with what I planned. Last minute plan, but what I planned. And do the Rebel theme park, which we will be winging our way to rather short. We'll be able to do after these two missions, if I'm correct. They're Rebels or Imperials. Get a bit closer. Oh, these are even easier. But let's do some. Right. A bounty hunter. Drop me some nice armor, please, mate. Oh, he's a bit tougher. Portion of heavy leather. What does he do with a portion of heavy leather? Crikey, I can't get it out. There we go. Oh, I've got a combat pistol. Not in as good of armour. They're only in. I'm not even sure what armour they're in. But ooh, the gong. And there we go. We'll get that one done. So we need 70. Those who are watching, feel free to say hello, let me know where you're from. Right, that's 44 we got for that one, so that's taken us within 26. So we will definitely, unless this one's only worth 22, which I can't see, we'll definitely be finishing this part momentarily. Those who are watching, if you're watching on YouTube, please, could you give me a like on the stream, please? It would be muchly appreciated. I can't tell where you're. Actually, I can. I've got 4 people watching on YouTube. Okay, I think this is it, so let's start killing. Oh well, he lasted long, didn't he? Alright, a pirate. From Dallas. So, Cowboys fan? don't know many of the sport team names from America, unfortunately, except the more famous ones. Right, let's hope this does it. I don't need ice hockey. I do. I have to say I do prefer ice hockey, but don't really get it. Don't really get the option unless you pay a hell of a lot of money per month to watch it. Right, let's have a look. Did that do it? No. You ordered 24 points, which means I was 2 points short. You gotta be kidding me. Well, we can grab one more mission, get that done, and then start park. I'm actually hoping to come over to Texas out either next year or the year after, because I want to see, obviously, Giga Texas as a I got Tesla stock, and I want to go down to Boca Chica, or Starbase as it's being renamed, to see Starship launch. Probably by the time I get over there, it'll be launching from Florida. Alright. So we needed 26 faction points, so we got 24. Isn't that always the way? I don't like these hills. I could just imagine my speeder boost of my speeder air power going and just falling back down. They both have their good parts and bad parts, to be honest. Thank you. My main Jedi, which obviously I've already got a Jedi, he's an Imperial, which is why I decided to take this one Rebel. Just so, different weeks I can do different things. Okay, let's grab another mission. As close as possible. There we go, that one I do. What am I doing my bike? Did I just run back? I was on a bike, weren't I? Oh, I don't know. Of course, my main Jedi is in the Mats family. But I decided to go with Netek and her hidden Wookiees for this one. I'm not sure how hidden they are if I'm streaming out to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. There we go, 75 metres away. I can get right up close, get rid of that. In fact, can I get them all by doing this? That's two of them now. Come on, here you come. Done. Oh, that was quick. Yeah, that seems to be the lot. And now we definitely have enough. Now we've got to find where 3PO is. Of course, you don't need to stay as a Imperial or Rebel. Just do the theme park and try and earn back the faction points that you lose from doing the theme park, and then go the other way. And if you do the Corvette, you might not even need to do either. Because I think you get three theme park badges on the Corvette. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the case. Well, I would actually show, if you are a Rebel, you come around here and you see a shuttle there with a guy standing just there, Lieutenant Lance, and you speak to him and he gives you the ticket for the Rebel one. The neutral one is behind Jabba's palace. I don't know where the Imperial one is off the top of my head. I'd have to look into that one. Right, now I need to find a flipping recruiter. Oh, crikey. Gotta be one around here somewhere. It's a commando. There's another guy behind him. It could be Sasro. Please do not make me go all the way back to town to do this. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where the Imperial one is. I would say it's probably going to be somewhere around near Oh, it's not up here. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere around the Emperor's Retreat, I would think. Why can't you find a recruiter when you want one? All these rebels, all you want to do is find a recruiter. That's a commando, that's a major. Who are you? First lieutenant. That's right, yes. Obviously, there is also another theme park which not many people know about, which is the Valerians, opposite side of Jabba's. But that's in the middle of Mos Eisley. I think that can count as one of the theme park badges. The only reason I know that is because I did it back in many moons ago. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to go back into town to find the... See if he'll talk to me. Hey. Cool. And now, logically, we can start. I remember back when it was live, there was a special quest. I can't remember what it was for, but by doing this quest, you know, you had to run around the galaxy looking for Alderaan flora, and the winning city would win a special thing for their city. I don't know the details of what the quest line is. If anyone knows, I'd love to remember. But yeah, be reminded. Hopefully this is the way out. Yes. Right. Now we get a nice pink arrow on our... And of course, whilst you build the Corvette, that's where you can get the schematic and the parts for the AB-21. Okay. Oh, so this is just a pull up, pick up, drop, then take it back, from the look of it. For those of you that are fans of Star Wars, in the next week or so I shall be uploading digitized versions of the original trilogy as a watch along, but from the 80s VHS tapes, so pre special editions. I've got the tapes, I've got the video, I've got all the equipment. I just need to start digitizing them and then doing a watch along. Of course, a lot of people think pre special editions is the best. Others think the improvements were better. And everyone's got their own rights to think that and reasons to think that, and none of them are wrong. But and of course I'm talking again, so I've missed who I'm meant to be talking to. So there we go. Here he is. Go, my boy. Where are you? Are you ready somewhere? Don't hide in the trees. It's just not very funny. I feel like it's a pantomime show. He's behind you. Where are you? There you are. Come here. How am I going to talk to you if you run away? There we go. Crikey. And back to C3PO again. Yes, original. Well, as original as we can get. They're the tapes from the 80s. Of course, it didn't come out on VHS until... Yes, we all know hand shot first. I'm not sure if it is whether it's because I've not watched the videos, so this is going to be the first time in many years that I've seen the pre-special edition. In fact, yeah, probably about 30 years since 1997. But yeah, I've got the original tapes. And I'm going to be putting them up to my Patreon. It's going to be, I think it's either the $5 or $7 a month level. So yeah, it's in today's, it can be a fair bit of money. I can understand that, but it's not a couple of Starbucks. Well, not even a Starbucks, is it? And you'll get to see all three. And I've got the Phantom Menace, which will be going up as well at some point. Of course, I've got to put them up as watch-alongs, because otherwise, you know who will get upset. Oh, one of the best news that I did hear, I don't know how many of you are on YouTube on a regular basis, but obviously Star Wars Theories Vader 2 trailer comes out next week. And after watching the first one, which was, to be honest, it was bloody brilliant. Much better than, should we say, the majority of what Disney have put out. I was watching one of his videos from the other day, and he was offered millions of dollars by companies to sponsor Vader 1. But of course, he couldn't accept it because they refused to allow him to monetize it in any way. I dare say some people do monetize their fan. No, it's not on Betamax, it's on VHS. I wish I'd got the laser discs. I think that was one of the first times I ever watched it was on laserdisc. One of my uncles had it. Crikey, how would I have been? Probably about 5. So, yeah. So yeah, even I was a 5-year-old boy seeing it on laserdisc, because obviously the laserdisc quality was far better than the quality on uh, the VHS tapes, especially back in the early 80s. And I was just blown away by the quality. Obviously, we got so much better now. And of course, I'm going to be upscaling them as much as possible to 1080p. I haven't got the equipment to do 4K, or I would. But I'll be doing them up to 1080p. Well, if you're going to talk to me, don't run away from me. There we go. Yeah, I get the feeling these aren't going to stay as easy as this. There's got to be a few escort missions where you have to walk for hours through the wilderness. Not letting the person get anywhere not far away from you, otherwise they just despawn. Yeah, could be. I'm an Imperial spy. So right, as I've got a fair few people watching now, I'm going to be changing the name of the Twitch channel and the BGP gaming channel. I'm having to do this because there's so many other BGP gaming channels on YouTube. So I've got a couple of options. One is BGP Gaming Adventures. Another one is Mr. BGP Gaming. And the other one is Bivon Gaming. So BVON Gaming. And of course, anyone that knows me, my name's Ben, and my main character is Bonnet in pretty much every game that I've ever played online. It's been Bonnet, so. And my eldest daughter came up with that one. And she sticks by it. So what I'm asking is, what do you guys think? Which one would you prefer? Okay, next mission. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon, didn't I? I've got to pick him up. It's times like this you wish you got a multi-person speeder. Right, what glorious news. R2 has given you the last known coordinates of where the leader can be found. He's waiting for you to pick him up using this set of designated code words. What do you mean we don't have the code words? Obsolete chart book. Right. So we've got to go and pick this guy up, and we don't know the code word to talk to him. Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you watching anyway. Well, that's what my daughter thought. Of course, I'll still be keeping the Mr. BGP's Lego builds. That will stay the same, and BGP Star Wars will stay the same. But for the pure gaming side, it'll be Bivon Gaming, from the look of it. And the Twitch will be Bivon Gaming. Yeah, gotta walk him back. Okay. This could be fun. This is where I wish I got more scout skills. They're going to attack. I know it. Yep. No, I got rid of him. Where is he? There he is. Crikey. He's still with me, isn't he? Oh God, where'd he go? There he is. Right, let's keep it targeted, and I might be able to. Okay, no worries. Crikey. Yeah, of course, Texas is 6 hours behind me, aren't they? So 3 o'clock. I don't know. He's only just about keeping up with me now. Yeah, it's worth a try. And let's face it, that's how I used to. I started playing when that's all we had to get around on. We didn't have speeders or anything. When I did Jabba's theme park on Bonnet, I had one mission which I didn't notice spawned right on top of a crack dragon. So lo and behold, yeah, I jumped on my bike and someone had said they don't, NPCs don't kill your bikes. Yeah, they do. And of course, players target your bike straight away. I have to say, one of my favourite professions was creature handler. Okay, back out the door. They're getting further and further away, you know. Pull up my bike. Yeah, that's what tends to destroy mine. The crack dragon did an AoE and boom, it was gone. And all I had as a backup at that point was a X31. So closest shop port, find somewhere that sold swoops and buy a crate of them. Okay, this is a simple take and drop off. Talking of giant cow sprats. Is it at all concerning that we've got stormtroopers so close to the Rebel base? I love that bark speeder. And the quest lines in Rage of the Wookiees were brilliant. Much better than we'd had previously. Just a shame the combat upgrade had to go with it. To be fair, like Trials, the quest line in Trials of Obi-Wan were quite good as well. Where did my bike go? There it is. And so many KOTOR lovers would shout out on the forums when they found HK-47 on Mustafar. Of course, who knew droids could last that long? but at that point we didn't know really that Clone Wars had got to that point. In fact, Clone Wars hadn't even been released. But we don't find out that the droid that helps the Padawans build the first lightsaber is 20,000 years old. I don't suppose the devs have changed the classification Nim Slug for yet, have they? Okay. Woohoo! Now what are you going to see? Where do I need to speak to? Qual. No, that's not him. There he is. Okay. Turns out we'll go the right way out of the gate. Oh, what am I actually meant to do? Oh, just drop off a comlink. I remember these being harder. Just hope I can see what I'm doing. Don't want to wait for me. There we go. Right. How do you know if you're covert or overt? Does it say? I can't remember. I think what I'll do for this week, because obviously this is going to be the first week of coming back to Star Wars Galaxies, and is tonight and tomorrow night I'll do SWG, and then again on next Friday night, and then as from next week I'll start doing the World of Warcraft videos again. Although next weekend is the Easter holidays, is the Easter public holiday, isn't it? For those of you who are watching on YouTube, on my Lego channel, there is a competition going on for all subscribers who comment on any video, and you'll be entered into the draw when we hit 2,000 subscribers. I will make the draw on a Sunday live stream. And the prize will be a Lego Brickheads kit. The last person to win received his Iron Spider-Man brickhead, and is enjoying it immensely. I'm still waiting for a picture though. Well, after seeing what it looked like, I decided I've got to get one myself, so I got one myself, so that's going to be featured on the Lego channel in about, oh crikey, 1 sec, 6 weeks? No, 7 weeks. I guess I've got to kill this guy. Okay. Yes. Hit the bloody warning. Let me kill him. Invalid. What do you mean it's invalid? What the hell? What am I doing wrong? Okay, let's have a look. project. My plan to intercept. I can slow down their research. I want to kill him. Did me muting the blinking. Oh, Boulder Dash. Can I unmute it? No. Let's try. That didn't work either. So it's not going to allow me to attack him for another 30 bloody minutes. Well, that teaches me for not reading what I was doing. Okay. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, that's fun. Hello. So slapping a stormtrooper that's even on a mission apparently gets you incapacitated. Right, what can I do? Let's see this. Cool. Really need to sort of sat migration. Well, I think we need to go and do something else because we're not gonna. If waiting around 30 minutes isn't going to help, is it? So maybe if I go back to the rebel hideout, just no, I didn't stop my bike. I can go over. That might do it. Yeah, I have to admit, yeah, those were the days. But then I got stuck after my first holocron and mastering Taylor, and then mastered 26 professions and still didn't unlock. When we get my first holocron life day, don't remember the year, I think it was 2006. Maybe earlier than that. Open it, it says Master Taylor. I think you're kidding me. Right. Let's go and find that. It was that guy up there, weren't it? The rebel. No, it weren't him. There's another one up there. No, no. Okay, we're looking for a rebel that can. There you go. Here, do. Wait, don't walk away from me. Don't you know? Right. I would like to declare my. Yes, I want to. Yes, I want to declare. There we go. This could be a mistake. But it might mean we can actually get this mission completed. This is where I find somebody's up in the hills waiting for someone to do it. To see us go over and... Because something tells me that rebel base hasn't got a cloning facility. Okay. $300 meters. 200. Let's go there. Make it simple. Right, darling. Now I can kill you. You're dead. Well, it'd be rude not to kill the other one, wouldn't it? The one that incapacitated me. It's now his turn. There we go. I've probably seen that once on each character and paid no attention, just clicked OK. It's just because I wasn't looking and clicked the wrong button, the middle button instead of the end button. Meant I muted it for 30 blinking minutes. Can't remember how long it takes to go covert again, to be honest. Nearly there. this time. Meet with the Imperial officer. Obviously, you've become a subscriber, Necro, which thank you very much for that. I forgot to say before. If you have a look through some of my older videos, you can actually see my gut of the when Bonnet did the Imperial theme park. Obviously, after the stream. Okay, 600 meters out. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, there goes the bike. They like that spray shot, don't they? Yep. I think the bike definitely went that time. Okay. Let's loot these boys up. Actually, it turns out the bike is still usable. Although, in pretty bad shape. So I think, well, it'll get us back there, won't it? And then I can pop out another one. I'm toying with the idea of actually starting my own Star Wars Galaxies server, but I've got to look into how much that might actually cost. Because obviously it's got to be hosting and stuff. Nearly there. Come on, you poorly speeder. That guy's floating. You're not meant to be doing that, mate. Wrong franchise. Okay, let's put that away. And then go to my... In fact, no, let's go and plan the mission in first. And then pull out a fresh speeder. Okay, off we go again. Alright, let's bring out a new speeder. Oh, it won't let me. Why is that? Well, that can be deleted then. That's the rental. Generate. Thank you. Go back to D and put that one up there. Yeah, pretty much. Same as under some of the waterfalls, especially on Naboo. You find these question mark blocks. I'm trying to think about it. I came across one the other day coming out of Karen. Or was it Manoa? But the waterfall that you have to go on for the point of interest, behind that there's a question mark block. And of course this is long before Minecraft was even thought of. Actually logged into one of my characters the other day for the first time in ages, and somebody placed a house where he spawned. So sitting on top of the house. Oh, you think you're dying? Poor thing. Don't tell me you've got to follow me. Yep. What a surprise. This could be more dangerous. I know this theme park's done on several different planets. I'm sure we have to go to Dantooine at some point. At least the Imperial theme park's all done in the Imperial Palace. Or whatever it's called, where Emperor Palpatine's retreat. 7 people now watching on YouTube. Nearly there. Well, I don't think so anyway. Is it 300 metres? Just over. He sure is running fast considering he's injured. There we go. Right. Oh, look. Wedge Antilles. Oh, we know he's over this way. There he is. Okay. Let's bring my vehicle out again. Oh. I'm thinking about it, when I get to the village, some of these quests are going to take more than 1 day, so what I will probably do is go live for the 3 days that I have to do them. So, but it changes over on the Saturday, so I'll be live on the Saturday, the Sunday, and then on the Friday to do the quest. Waiting for the old man, now that's a different matter. And the Sith. I don't know how we're going to approach that one. Because that tends to be a lot of waiting around once you've got glowy. So what I'll probably do is set it to record whenever I go in, and if the old man turns up, I'll capture it and show it at the start of the video. Right, who do we need to speak to? Well, yeah, that works. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. But yeah, come next weekend, well, it'll be after next. Well, yeah, by the time I go live next weekend, we should have some news from the first day of Star Wars Celebration. So, what I might do is go live on the Sunday night as well. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the what they're actually, because when it was in Europe, it was like, yeah, a lot of that was live. Yeah, we didn't get the trailers because they were just for the people in the room, but the majority of it was live. Well, we should get some more information. We might get a first trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. We might get. Oh no, we get. We might get the trailer for Tales from the Underworld, which that drops May 4th, or at least 4 episodes do. And from what I've seen from the announcement, we're going to be certainly following Asajj Ventress post the Bad Batch. And from what I'm hearing, I don't think so. I don't know though. They didn't do anything last year. I happened to finish the. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to finish the village on 4-4. Was yeah, 4-5-4. Yeah, fifth. Of course, you're American, so the month comes first. So yeah, the fourth and it didn't do anything last year that I know of. As I said, the only thing that I did was unlocked my well, finish my village grind. So I've got to beat this guy up. Didn't give me a chance to talk to him, did he? Yeah. No, it just takes my head a few seconds to equate 5-4 to 4-5. And of course, the day after will be my future son-in-law's birthday. Hey, funnily enough, that's where my family are from too. My aunt still lives in Bury now. So yeah, so you might hear the same kind of twang in my voice that you hear from your family. Not sure why I've got that because I grew up in Northampton. Oh yeah, I used to have a yeah, Stoke on Trent here. We call it here, not Trent on Stoke. But we had I used to have a girlfriend many moons ago that lived in Burton on Trent, so just down the road from there. Where the Alco Pop was born. Oh come on, thank you. Hey, the money's going up now. 400 credits for that. Not even paid for me travel out here yet. Oh, typical. How did I do that? Alright, there we go. Not a good idea to end up under the bridge. Yeah, it's been a... Yeah. I'm 48 this year. That means it's 30 years since I last visited around that area. Oh, Jesus. Don't I feel old now? Yeah, given to me by the troll on top. It was a troll, wasn't it? Ah, Boulder Dash. I'm gonna lose another bloody bike. Please tell me I'm killing them all. Yes. One down, two down, and one running. Stop throwing your spear at me. Okay. Oh, didn't do the bike too much damage. Still steaming a bit more now though. Yeah. I was saying that it's been half hour now, so I'll be able to take it up and have the tap work properly again. Which means running around looking for another blinking recruiter. So what made you move out to the States, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, my recruiter. Ah. Right, let's find a person to talk to. None of them. Charge of the floating brigade. One sec, need to get off the bike to do it. Yes, I wish to be covered. 15 minutes. Yes, it certainly does that most of the time. Yeah, they got a saying in England: if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. And I think it was one of the hottest days of the year today. 21 degrees. Or whatever that is in. Yeah, that works. Yeah, don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I know when my daughter's boyfriend was over, he lives in North Carolina, he was complaining it was cold and the light was up. One sec, I'm in a t-shirt. What do you think this is cold? Yeah. Let's lose the bike before they decide to destroy it. Bloody idiots just come running in. Guy beating the hell out of you guy with bare hands and you run in. Any more Freddy Powers, another one up here. How the hell did I kill him? Another portion of heavy leather. Why are they carrying heavy leather around? Yeah, we very rarely get it up as high as yeah, I used to use one. I just never got around to rewriting the macro, to be honest, Dex. And welcome to the stream. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice to have you along. Yeah. We call that melting weather. Finalizer on the emulator server, as in the original EMU. And another one by Jedi. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, we never get anything close to 46 degrees. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. In fact, we very rarely get as high as 100 degrees. Yet people do, and people live in hotter regions where it gets like 50 degrees. It's like, how the hell do you live? No. Well, we have central heating, we don't have central air. When it gets hot, I bring out my fan, which has a storage compartment and a water recycler, put a block of ice in the top, and it pumps out a little bit of cold air. That's the closest I've got to AC, except for in the car, of course. Radiators do count if they're put into a circuit. That's central heating. And it's actually better for asthma sufferers than the hot air heating. Yeah, stormtroopers. Lose the bike. Oh, look at all them coming in. It looks like Elon Musk is back to commenting on X again. Right, where's the last one? Oh, you did the sensible thing. Stay at a distance. Yeah, that's it. Run away, pussy. Didn't help you live any longer, did it? Alright. One of them was throwing grenades. Crikey. More heavy leather. Right. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to cope when I go over to America and do the down the night I-95 to Florida and then into Texas. Especially as I'm a redhead, I am going to burn. You'll all see me coming because I'll be glowing red. Yeah, literally lobster style. I can just about cope with the sun we get here, and I'll go a bit brown. But yeah, too much sun and it's bright red. I'm guessing Wedge is the last guy we're going to be speaking to on this on Corellia. Oh, come on. I'm right in front of you. Thank you. Leia would like to speak to you. Yeah, let me guess. Doesn't tell you where she is, though, does she? Does it? No. But if, right. That's I don't know why I've got caps lock on. Oh, no, she's upstairs. Oh, right. I'll be over again in a minute. Covert, should I say? Ah, thank you for the follow. What are we doing? Crikey, I've been going over 2 hours. Okay. Come here, you gitzoid. Alright. Hey, someone that's not walking around. Oh, crikey. Right. It looks like we gotta run it. That's only 1,000 meters, it's not too bad. Crikey, some of the some of the missions you can, some of the missions you can't, and yeah, no, I know what you mean on the escort wise. It's sometimes it's okay, and then other times you do that because every other one's been okay, even on the same theme park, and then they say you failed the mission because you left them behind. And it's like, well, why didn't he just jump in the speeder? Yeah, you get to meet Mara Jade on those missions, don't you? Yeah, I'm on finalizer, mate. So you get to meet Mara Jade in the Imperial theme park. Do I need to bring the mic a bit closer? Yeah, it's got quite a community going on at the moment. Uh, Not as many as when it was live, but a few hundred players live all the time. About 1,000 players a month. So you know, yeah, there goes my buff. That's gonna make things a bit interesting. I'm 12k away from the nearest doctor. Great. So I think because my buffs are just decided to vanish, now is about the time after this mission and this mission, it'd be about the time to call it a night. But yeah, if you want to try it, if you need any help, just reach out to Mr. BGP or Miss BGP. We'd be happy to help you. I've got to work out where the stairs are again. In this bit. Come on. Alright. So... Right. Thank you so much for watching and for chatting. It makes so much difference just to me playing. Me talking to myself for 2 hours is not easy, so I really do appreciate the people that do come in and chat to me. Uh, if you are online and you haven't liked on the YouTube and haven't liked, uh, please do so. If you're on Twitch, I think pretty much most of you have followed already, but if you haven't followed, a follow would be really great. Heading for that 20 followers. What's it called? Goal. I don't know how close we are. Let's have a look. See if I can find that information out. No. No. It's not telling me. But got a few new followers. Let's see. Out. No, it's not. It doesn't want to tell me. But yeah, thanks for being with me. Thanks for the chatting and the support. It really does mean the world. I will be back again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. and I shall, until then, may the force be with you.